he talks about how he was over, I don't know how many Satanists, call them churches. He was like the bishop.
You gotta be kidding me.
What was in her heart? You don't know what sin she'd committed. You don't know how much unbelief was there. You don't know whether she hated her husband.
I don't think so.
Why would anybody spend so much time ranting and raving about something that they don't believe in?
Really?
Welcome to Skeptic's Brew Pub with Brother Brewer. Good evening and welcome back to special episode 12.5 of Skeptic's Brew Pub. I'm your host, Brother Brewer, and tonight we have a little bit something different going on. I did pre-record an interview a couple of weeks ago with the president and vice president of the Northwest Arkansas Humanists Association. Tara Vaughn is the president and Justin Bauer is the vice president. We talked for probably about 15 minutes or so, got a little bit of information on the humanist organization here in Northwest Arkansas and what they were doing. So I thought I would go ahead and play that because I didn't get a chance to a couple of weeks ago and talk about a couple of other things after that, namely Pascal's wager, and I'll get into that a little bit later. And I also want to talk about this raspberry wheat ale that we've brewed in the pub that is going to be ready to drink here probably in about another 2 weeks. That any guests that happen to show up in the studio to talk with me while the beer is still here, this is what we will be drinking during the conversation. A couple of housekeeping items. First of all, I wanted to do before we get totally into this. First of all, I wanted to apologize to Tara and Justin because a couple of weeks ago I was supposed to have aired this. Unfortunately, what happened? A couple of things that happened. We had this nice little bug run through our house that my asthmatic daughter almost wound up in the hospital again, and so we managed to nip that in the bud. But also my son decided that he wanted to play, or that he was playing this game. I'm not going to name the game because the company was actually very good with us after this happened, but while we were gone one day, he got on the computer to play his game and wound up charging over $500 in credits to be used in the game. Yeah. So that set us into a panic mode, and that was what was being repaired most of that Monday evening when the show was supposed to be on. So I want to apologize to Tara and Justin again for that. And we're going to go ahead and air that video or that audio tonight. That's going to be the next thing that we play. Another thing I wanted to talk about, and it's something that's kind of blowing up, it's about bullies. Now, in the secular community right now, there's a big, atheist community in general right now, there's a big split going on, it seems, because half the group wants to be just about atheism. That's all they want to do. They only want to talk about just God, nothing, just the lack of God and nothing else. Other folks like myself want to focus it more on humanism. Yes, I am an atheist, but I am also a humanist. I'm someone that believes in the human potential. I believe in the dignity and worth of every human being, that we can be good, moral, social beings without a deity, without the need of a God or of a religion even. Just using logic, reason, compassion, and understanding that each person has dignity and worth, and all people are equal. There are a few people that recently really pissed me off, not to put too fine a point on it. How can I get into this without creating a whole lot of stir otherwise, although I'm probably going to get some backblow anyway. It seems that there's a certain gentleman that is semi-famous in the atheist community. He made a name for himself. First of all, he wrote a book. Okay, whoopee shit. And he also provided some information, used very childish ways to get people's attention, but he provided information that brought down a couple of people that were embezzling. Now, one of them is probably never going to be working again. Well, one of them was embezzling, and the other one, who knows if there were shady practices going on, but it doesn't look good for him. Well, this other person, I'm playing the pronoun game, put this out there or used childish tactics to get people's attention, and it caused the fall and it was a catalyst for the fall of these two people. Well, it seems that he's trying to capitalize on this success, and he's decided that anybody that doesn't agree with him, that he's not a member of the secular movement anymore. He's totally outside of this, but he still goes on secular podcasts. He and his spouse do. He still goes on secular podcasts, even though he's out of the community. But he's decided that got him enough notoriety that he's going to attack other people. In some cases, it's people that didn't really deserve that attack. He was pointed in a direction of a post that a friend of mine made, another podcaster, that was set to friends only. He is not a friend of this person, so he should not have even seen the post, except somebody else who's an asshole pointed it to him, sent him the screenshots. And instead of, blocking the names out so that you didn't have to see who these people were, because, like I said, this person's original post was friends only. It wasn't going beyond their little scope of friends. He decides to blast it over Facebook. Blast it, no names redacted, in a post that was friends only, so that everybody can see it and all of his little horse shit friends can laugh their asses off, call them a PSJW, as he dubs it, poser social justice warrior. And of course, there's been some blowback, and now he's getting attention, which is what he wants, because he and his spouse are attention whores. Yes, I said that. And the reason it bugs me is not just because this was a friend of mine that has been involved in this, but also because his whole thing, this guy's whole thing is he says he's bullying the bullies. Fuck you. Okay? You want to bully somebody? Hey, guess what? Try somebody who can take it. Not only try somebody who can take it, come at me, bro. Seriously. You want to play? I'll play, because you are a bigger poser than anybody that you're calling a PSJW, because you're pretending that you're something you're not. You're this big shot, I've been in the comedy business for over 20 years. Whoopee fucking do. I cannot stand a bully. I was bullied as a kid myself, but there's something that I learned that maybe you didn't, is that if I can't fight you with my body, I'll damn sure beat your ass with my mind. So you want to bring it? Come on. Open invite, come on the show. And we can talk this about like sensible human beings, or you can just continue doing what you're doing and continue to isolate people that otherwise might have supported you after the nice thing that you did, by showing the corruption that was going on. But this is beyond bullshit. I can't stand a bully, and that's what you're being. So Joey Lee Kirkman, come on. Open invitation for the mic. You can come on here. We can both talk about this, what you mean by this PSJW, and why you're attacking people that have nothing to do with you, have nothing to do with your whatever the hell you want to call it movement. Their post had nothing to do with you. And I hear bitch, and then someone else says, "Oh, heaven forbid that I go up against, or that they go up against somebody that was attacking others or calling for violence." Fuck you. Like I said, that was a private post among friends. A-B conversation. See your ass out. And that's the last word I'm saying on this, unless he wants to come on here and talk reasonably about why he feels the need to have to bully people like that. Why he feels the need to put a South Park picture of the fat World of Warcraft idiot, and post it meaning somebody else, and only halfway shielding who he means as an insult. You're a bully. You say you're bullying the bullies, you're the biggest bully of them all. Well, guess what? Some of us don't care. Come on here, and we can play. Okay, I'm done with that rant. Now, on with the show. A couple of Saturdays ago, I sat down, like I said, with Tara Vaughn and Justin Bauer from the Northwest Arkansas Humanists Association, and we talked a little bit about the organization and some of the great things that they're doing here in our community here in Northwest Arkansas, and why I think that they are a very important voice here in the heart of Walmart Mecca. So, without further ado, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so we're on, and welcome to Skeptic's Brew Pub. I'm here tonight with Tara Vaughn and Justin Bauer from the Northwest Arkansas Humanists Association. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Doing good, thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit, Tara, you first, who you are and basically what you do with the Humanist organization.
Well, I guess I can just start over. My name's Tara Vaughn with the Northwest Arkansas Humanists. I'm currently the presiding president with Justin Bauer, who is the vice president, and we're here today just to give you a quick update of what we're doing in the Northwest Arkansas Humanist area.
Awesome. So, Justin, tell me, what exactly is Northwest Arkansas Humanists, and what do you guys do?
We are the Arkansas chapter, the American Humanists Association. So we do a lot of things that AHA does. We just kind of do it on a local level. I am the vice president currently, and a lot of things I do is just assist the board with things like community outreach. We do a lot of social networking events, things that allow people who maybe are not religious or secular or free thinkers to have a place where they can come and be around an environment where they feel like they can be open about their beliefs and their views and just network and meet other people in the community. We also do a lot of work with other secular groups as well.
Okay. Well, Tara, how long has the organization, the NWA Humanists, been around?
Since 2011, we have quite a few founding members currently still with us, including TG and Brian McAllen, and Jason Bathan was with Eric Frey was the original founders, and a couple had to move out of state, and we just picked up the pace where it was left off and moved forward.
Okay. Well, have you guys run into any kind of problems since, we do live in the, as Seth Andrews puts it, the buckle of the Bible Belt? Has there been any kind of backlash or anything like that towards the humanist group, or?
I haven't seen any backlash personally resulting from us being the humanists. I think quite a few people outside of our group and organization and understanding of our organization from the Christian perspective don't truly understand what humanism is and the group of humanism, and so they don't really connect atheism, agnostic viewpoints with the humanistic side of things. So there's a lot of them that don't connect the belt or the dots. Okay. And so we haven't really had any backlash. We've not had any anger towards us. We've not had anybody protest us that I've noticed. Justin?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I haven't seen any kind of negative feedback towards our organization, and we have been around here, like Tara said, for about 5 years now. I know when you speak to non-religious people who identify as atheists or agnostic in areas of the country like the South, where there's a large religious population, you kind of find on an individual level people may have experience with discrimination either at work or from family members.
Yes, on a personal level, definitely.
Yeah, but as and I've experienced that. I know a lot of people in our organization have. But as an actual organization, I feel like we're pretty well accepted. We've adopted a highway, so our name is out there, and people drive by it every day. And if somebody sees NWA Humanists on the side, on a sign on the side of the highway, they can pick up their smartphone and they can Google it pretty quickly and find out who we are.
As long as they pull over to the side of the road without getting in an accident. Just saying, no texting. But fortunately, we live in a pretty. There's a pretty progressive population in this part of the state. We've participated in gay pride parades and some Black Lives Matter events.
and and